It started like any other Sunday morning on my family's ranch, quiet, peaceful, and filled with the comforting sounds of cattle lowing in the distance. That peace was shattered when my neighbor, Karen, decided she'd had enough of what she called the eyesore of my ranch fencing. You see, I live just on the edge of a residential development governed by an HOA, and although my property isn't under their jurisdiction, Karen believes she's some self appointed enforcer of HOA standards beyond their legal boundaries. For weeks, she complained that my old wooden fence ruined the aesthetic of her view, demanding I replace it with something modern. I kindly reminded her it wasn't her concern. She didn't take that well. I never imagined she'd go so far as to trespass, but that morning she did. While I was away with my daughter at a 4 H livestock show, Karen took it upon herself to bring in a contractor without any legal rights or permission and had them cut a massive section of my southern fence line. Her goal? To open up the view and help me start over. What she didn't know, however, was that just beyond that fence, my 2,500-pound prize-winning bull, Brutus, was grazing. Brutus is not only worth a small fortune, but he's also fiercely territorial. The minute the fence dropped, he wandered out, slow at first, then picking up speed when unfamiliar humans entered his space. The chaos that followed was nothing short of cinematic. The workers screamed and scattered as Brutus thundered toward them, horns lowered, snorting with fury. Karen, frozen in shock, barely made it behind a tree as Brutus came to a stomping halt within feet of her, letting out a deep bellow that made the ground tremble. Luckily, no one was injured, but the sheriff was called, and body cam footage captured everything. Karen's admission, the unauthorized fence removal, and Brutus looking like a beast from an old Western film. By the time I returned, the deputies had already begun filing charges against Karen for trespassing, property damage, and endangering livestock. She tried to argue that she was just trying to improve the neighborhood, but no one was buying it, especially not with the HOA president confirming that she acted alone. It took me 3 days to safely coax Brutus back into his enclosure. Karen now has a permanent restraining order barring her from even stepping near the property line. Lesson learned, never mess with a rancher's fence or his bull.